The Bowenian Theory. The Bowenian Theory is based on the work of the most influential theorist in the family therapy movement, Murray Bowen. His model is based on the assumption that human behavior stems from the power of the system, which is composed of a family structure with various relationships, roles, and interactions. One part of the system influences the other parts. A mobile illustrates how one part of the system influences the other parts. The main goal of Bowenian therapy is to reduce chronic anxiety and provide relief from its symptoms by facilitating awareness of how the emotional system functions and also increasing levels of differentiation where the focus is on making changes to oneself rather than on trying to change others. Bowen's method offers a concentrated focus on how men and women's personalities differ. There are 8 concepts within Bowen's theory. These include societal regression, multi-generational transmission processes, sibling position, nuclear family emotional process, emotional cutoff, family projection process, differentiation of self, and finally triangles. For the purpose of this presentation, we will focus on 2 of the 8 concepts, starting with differentiation of self. Differentiation is the key to understanding the self and developing emotional maturity. There are 2 types of differentiation: self or other differentiation, and emotional differentiation. Self or other differentiation refers to a person's ability to maintain their identity, beliefs, and feelings while being pressured to conform. People with a well-differentiated self often have secure attachments, while people with a poorly differentiated self depend on the approval of others and engage in symbiotic relationships. This is commonly seen in the behaviors of bullies. Emotional differentiation is the ability to distinguish between our intellectual and emotional processes. Emotional differentiation is a central part of Bowen's theory because there is a vast difference between thinking and feeling. Emotional differentiation is an essential part of therapy to help adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse in their recovery. Next, we'll discuss triangles. Triangles are the main focus of Bowen's theories because dyadic relationships are often unstable. A triangle is a 3-person relationship system. It can withstand more tension because the tension can shift between the 3 relationships within the main triangle, or if the tension is too great, it can spread to other triangles. Interlocking triangles represent the various relationships within our lives. Bowen's triangulation method yields 4 possible outcomes. The first is a stable dyad that can become unstable by adding a 3rd person, like a step-parent. The second is a stable dyad that can become unstable by removing a 3rd person from the triangle, like when a child leaves home. The third is an unstable dyad that can become stabilized by adding a 3rd person. For instance, a rocky marriage may become more loving after the birth of a child. And the 4th is an unstable dyad that can become stabilized by removing a 3rd party that is often seen taking sides in a relationship. This could be a parent that lives with a married couple. Bowen's model helps to keep therapy sessions focused and controlled. His method allows therapists to limit confrontation and promote an attitude and a sense of forgiveness and an ability to bring stability to the relationships. However, Bowen's theory seems to lack an underlying philosophy and it lacks the holistic assessment or like a whole body approach to therapy. And over the years, his techniques have been fragmented by splinter groups. It would be beneficial for different Bowen therapy groups to work together for the furtherment of this system. Bowen's theory is based on the power of a system, which is composed of a family structure with various relationships, roles, and interactions. His theory starts with a personal process of differentiation of self, but transforms the relationships within the entire family system. Thank you for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation.